A lot of what Nikki's challenge is that she doesn't really come to terms with taking care of herself and loving herself, which is why she's constantly trying to fill the void with a man who will take care of her. But I think marriage is, I think anything in life that we say is forever becomes a little scary. It's like, well, what does that mean? But I think a big part of it is finding the right person and really understanding what commitment means. I mean, I think the film is a lot about commitment, about being an adult and making choices and standing behind your choices. It's been really interesting to play this role a lot because of how people have been responding when I tell them, oh, Chris Rock's doing a remake of Chloe in the Afternoon, and they always say, oh, you're playing the wife, and I say, no, I'm playing the Chloe character, and I think that's, people don't really know how to wrap their heads around that because they're really accustomed to seeing me as the wife, but I think it's important as an actor to kind of spread my wings and stretch my muscles and to not allow myself to be typecast, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this role. He's an incredible writer. He always has been on his own show. And I think it's a really important stage in his maturity as a man. I think he's getting to a point where he knows that he may not always want to be in front of the camera, and so he's allowing himself to move into other areas so that he still feels empowered and is still expressing himself as an artist. I think that's really great. This film has the potential to break barriers in a way because Chris is so loved across the board, and he's really committed to making a film that, even though it's primarily an African-American cast, really crosses color lines. And I hope that he's really successful at that because it definitely has the potential to be that, to be this really strong film as opposed to a movie, like an art piece as well as a really funny, wonderful, approachable, accessible comedy. So I think he has the potential to be, in some ways, the best of Spike and the best of Woody combined. And, it might be time for that hybrid to be our next auteur.